Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be going over a little company called Tesla. You know, that one company that's making those really cool electric cars as well as all those electric batteries? You mean the one that's creating all those gigafactories all around the world? Oh, you mean the company that's making all those really cool autopilot, autonomous driving cars? Yeah, that company. Tesla stock recently surged over $1,800 a stock. In just the last year alone, it's 7x in price. Yes, just 1 year ago, you could have bought this stock at around $250 a stock. And it just recently knocked on the door to hit almost $1,800 a stock. If we take a look at this rocket ship here, I mean market cap, in the last year alone, we can see that they ranged anywhere from about $40 billion to about $60 billion in market cap valuation. Then they decided to skyrocket all the way up to $280 billion in market cap. Holy mackerel, that's a lot. Now, on October 23rd of 2019, Tesla came out with the report finally stating that they were profitable. Analysts had estimated that they were gonna lose about 42 cents a share, but they actually reported a profit of $1.86. That's more than 4 times their expected earnings. Since then, they've been able to report profits for the last 2 quarters, so a total of 3 quarters of profits. That means 3 total quarters of profitable earnings that they have been able to announce. So at this point, you might be thinking, well, it looked like such a cool company. The cars look amazing. They're changing the world. They're profitable. Why aren't they already on the S&P 500? Well, for that, we have to take a look at what qualifies a company to be part of the S&P 500. Hey, wait, one thing. What is the S&P 500? Oh yeah, right. The S&P 500, also known as the S&P, is just a stock market index that measures 500 of the largest companies in the United States that trade publicly in the United States Stock Exchange. The idea of having the S&P 500 is so that people who don't know what companies directly to invest in can just invest in the S&P 500 index. That way, instead of picking just 1 or 2 companies that you want to trust all your money with, you can invest in all 500 of the top US companies that exist on the stock market. It allows for diversification in your portfolio. So if one of the companies were to ever crash, you're protected by the other 499 companies that are in that index. Well, there's a total of 5 basic qualifications every company has to meet in order to be part of the S&P 500 index. 1, they have to be based in the United States. Since Tesla's based out of Palo Alto, California, they meet that requirement. 2, it has to be structured as a corporation and offer common stock. Now, Tesla is structured as a corporation and they do trade publicly on the NASDAQ. Third requirement is that a company has to have a total market capitalization of at least $8.2 billion. And as we saw in our rocket ship graph, market capitalization graph, we can see it's well over that at $250 billion in market capitalization. Fourthly, it also has to be listed on a US stock exchange. We said this earlier, it is currently trading on the NASDAQ stock exchange. Therefore, it meets all 4 of those requirements. The 5th and final requirement a company needs is they have to have reported positive or profitable earnings in the last 4 quarterly reports, as well as their most recent quarterly report. Now, this is actually the last qualification that Tesla has been waiting to meet this last year to be part of the S&P 500. They have finally been able to report 3 consecutive quarters of profitable earnings and are actually just about to come up on their 4th quarter, July 22nd. So if they're able to report profitable earnings for the 4th quarter, this coming quarterly report, and they are projected to be profitable in this forthcoming quarter, despite the whole global pandemic going on, as they are still high in demand for their cars, they will finally be able to meet the basic qualifications a company needs to be part of the S&P 500. Then from there, they'll be part of the S&P 500, right? Well, not exactly. Every month, there's a group of 9 members that meet together and decide who will be part of the S&P 500. Then and only then can Tesla finally be added to the S&P 500. Now, how might the addition of Tesla company being added to the S&P 500 index affect its stock price? Well, history has shown us in the past that when it is announced that a company is going to join the index, there will actually be an increase in the stock price. This surge does tend to be only a premium though, as there are a lot of speculators and individuals who try to jump in on the stock to make a quick buck before it goes back down. Yep, once a particular company joins the S&P, the demand for that stock starts to go down, the price of the stock also goes down with it, and it reaches a new normal low. So short-term wise, there is quite a bit of buzz, which creates quite a bit of demand on the stock. But long-term wise, it doesn't do anything for the stock. Now, I do believe that being added to the S&P 500 is great news for Tesla. Through the many hours of sweat, work, and tears, they have been able to prevail. I mean, starting out, many people didn't even believe Tesla could come out with autonomous driving for their cars or even be fully electric. They also thought that Tesla wouldn't be able to make a profit as the batteries cost too much to make for each of their cars. But they've been able to come back time and time again, consistently improving everything about their company. Since they have a new approach on the car industry, it is really hard to evaluate their company. I mean, they're not your typical car company. They are also trying to change the world. If you take a look at a company called Ark Invest, they're an investment company who are actually very bullish on Tesla. As you can see, in the bear case, they expect Tesla to reach around 1,500 by 2024, which they already have. On the expected value, they see Tesla reaching $7,000 a stock. And on the bullish, most best case possible, they have a 25% probability predicted that Tesla can reach up to $15,000 a share by 2024. As you can see, it's a complete guess as to where to properly value the price of Tesla stock. They can also be seen as actually a tech company. They get back data from people driving their autonomous vehicles every single day. They're also providing their own insurance, though it is currently only available in California. Not to mention, they also sell their Tesla superchargers, where you can buy one of their chargers for the car and have it at your house instead of having to drive all the way to one of their supercharging locations. So yeah, it's really tough to really value where the price of Tesla stock should really be. So what are my thoughts on Tesla? Well, I definitely do think Tesla is a company that will continue to change the world. I also love how they get immediate feedback from all of their current devices. See, when you drive the autonomous cars, it actually sends feedback back to the Tesla HQ, and they learn how to better program their cars. So each year, they actually come out a lot better every single time. I think it's actually really great for them that they have measurable metrics that they know they can continue to work on and improve. Now, unfortunately, at this current price, I know Tesla was last around $1,700, and then they dropped to $1,500, I think, earlier today. So yeah, I think anywhere between $1,000 to the high that it's been is still a bit overpriced, at least in the short term. See, long-term wise, I really do think they're changing the world, and therefore they could reach $7,000 easily, no problem. I mean, if we take a look at its stock price just 5 years ago, it was just shy of $250 a share. That means it's 6x in the last 5 years. The only other company that has been able to do that in the last 5 years, I would say, was probably only Amazon. They were at around the price of $500 and are now currently at around $3,000 a share. So yeah, I mean, in the short term, Tesla's stock is gonna fluctuate, who knows, let's say between $2,000 and $1,000. But long-term wise, I really do believe they can hit $7,000 no problem. With their consistency of always improving their metrics year after year, improving their earnings, improving everything about their company, I truly do think they can continue to change the world and continue to innovate and reinvent themselves into the future. Feel free to let me know what you guys think of Tesla and Tesla stock right there in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, and don't forget to subscribe down below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching.